Now we'll give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Orlando trails by 4. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen, going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Beasley. Out to Henderson. And it's Beasley in the corner. Pass to James. 6 to shoot. Over flag. LeBron shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
That's a really nice pass. This is why they like to get the ball to flag and let him be the decision maker.
Now here's LeBron. 5 points in the game. Here's Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Here's Flag. And there's the drive. And Flag throws it down.
Vicious finish by Flag. Full throttle.
To Porzingis. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
14th foul.
Here's James. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. LeBron's got 7 points in the game.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
The defense trying to stifle Flag inside, but even the physicality won't stop this young man.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now here's Henderson. Still scoreless. Out to Porzingis. Pass to Henderson. A rebound by Washington. Here's Flag. First quarter wrapping up here, and it's a tie ball game. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Orlando, 15.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And the rejection by Jackson. Outside Williams. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
Orlando leading. McBride with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Here are the Magic now. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. A shot by Williams, no good. Simons with the ball. Outside, James. Pass to Huff. 5 on the clock. It's deflected. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
The ball goes to Orlando.
Here's Orlando now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Pass to LeBron. Fires for 3. A rebound by Washington. Orlando with the ball. Nobody near Williams. The Magic again can't hit. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Down low. There's Williams. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
One of the most remarkable things in sport, LeBron still throwing it down at this age. One of the best athletes we've seen in any sport.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Guys?
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. That shot off. Jackson comes over with the double. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Pass to Huff. Doubled by Bogdanovich. Easily outside. The rebound by McBride.
I thought he had that one. I think he did, too.
Outside Williams. Good ball movement here by the Magic.
2 minutes.
Here's McBride. It's hauled in by Huff. Fires at the elbow. James, no good.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Simons on the wing. Still without a basket. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Developed into such a good scorer. D has to pay close attention to Simons.
And Simons drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Morant with it. And Simons picks him up defensively. And he gets the bucket. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Flag. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Goes back up. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
To the paint. Outside for Jackson. No good. That would have tied. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
I think it's been a disappointing year for him at the stripe, guys. I mean, he hasn't been as productive as he was last season from there.
Yeah, it's stolen by Barrett. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Magic leading by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Magic leading by 4. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. That 3 off the mark. James, left side. Jackson with the screen. To the inside. Back to LeBron. 4 on the shot clock. The shot will not fall. So it's Orlando now. Wide with it. Beasley covering. They get it back. Wembanyama just too big down low.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Outside Jackson. LeBron James on the wing. Up top Barrett. Back to LeBron. 3-pointers off the mark.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
The size, the shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And it's flag missing.
Defense may have given him that one. Based on the result, you see why.
On the wing, Jackson bangs home the trifecta. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Buries the long-range jumper. 3. Wembanyama's got the lead back up to 9 now for Orlando. Here's James. Outside for Jackson. The 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
Rim protection plus 3-point shooting. Triple J gives you 2 things every team needs.
So great for Cooper Flag. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean, right? Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
Here's Flag. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Aaron Neesmith.
Well-rounded. That's the term you saw all over Flag's scouting reports. Everyone was attracted to a guy who looks like he is capable of doing it all and doing it at an NBA level with the proper development.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Simon. Vanderbilt with the steal. And a wide open look for Flag. It's good from long range. Flag's got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic. LeBron outside. Outside, Porzingis. Back to LeBron. And they double up LeBron. And so the ball's out of bounds. Vanderbilt touches it left.
Coming on the floor from your home team, number 2, Aaron Neesmith.
Shot clock at 5. Pass to Barrett. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And what awareness from Barrett. He knew he had all the time he needed.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the league. Any changes you'd welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging the players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. Here's McBride. Nothing on the board. Into the lane. Porzingis with the rebound. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Really encouraging to see Rozier make these reads like that.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
And 101 left in the third quarter of the game. Nance outside. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Nance. Out to Porzingis. Clock at 4. A three-pointer is right on target. Porzingis has got 5 now.
That's a weapon Porzingis uses effectively. I mean, teams are ready for it now, but there's still not a lot you can do against him when he's knocking down the three.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And good that time. And now just a 3-point Magic lead.
How about the touch by Terry Rozier on that floater? That is not an easy shot, folks. Matter of fact, I think it's one of the hardest shots in the game.
Washington, that's good. And here is Rozier. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Magic. They're up by 6. And time to step aside. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Here's Barrett. James right side. LeBron James attacking. Pass to Neesmith. Just 5 on the clock. LeBron outside. Off target with his 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Vanderbilt misses. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Williams. McBride with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Washington. To the middle. Knocked loose. Clock at 6. Here's Flag. Offline with his 3. Easily outside. Outside Jackson. Now LeBron. From 10 feet out. Jackson misses. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. Pass to Washington. Wembanyama up high, down hard.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And here is Neesmith. The kick out to Rozier. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Jackson. Just 3 to shoot.
And such a pest on the defensive end. Smart creates tremendous pressure.
And Aaron Neesmith gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Picking up his 4th foul really could change how he approaches things now.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He knows every possession is critical now. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Wembanyama going to town inside.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Porzingis. And now Orlando on the break. Now Wembanyama. Porzingis with the steal. Outside Rozier. James in the high post. Porzingis. Down it goes for 3.
And Porzingis doesn't take too many shots from the corners, but he's effective when he does.
Now here's Morant. And stolen by LeBron. Goes up. All the way in, LeBron.
There is no doubt about who they were going to on that one. Of course not. LeBron coming through.
James rips down the rebound. Now Simons. Now LeBron. Outside Porzingis. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. He takes it in. A huge two-handed slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Got it to go off the glass.
But you know what, guys? You want the ball in Porzingis' hands in clutch moment. Why? He's an impact player.
And the shot will go down.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And there's the dunk.
Knowing his team needs a hoop, Porzingis says, I'll get it done.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. And Orlando will get a change here. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Now Morant. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And you know how many big games Flag played in college, but he looked really comfortable taking the shot there.
All right, let's keep it going for your dancers.
Beasley outside. Screen by Porzingis. Now James. Here's Porzingis. The rejection by Wembanyama.
First personal foul. 15 foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
Boy, those were big free throws right there. It's exactly how you want to close out a game.
So the Magic win it. A truly gutsy.
Nice, I hate them. I feel the safest when the club let me bring in. Why you want to see